Now, acne is a skin condition that predominantly affects people in their teenage years. Even though most people overcome the condition as they get old, some continue to struggle with acne well into their adult years, and it can have deep psychological effects. We have Dr. Mathobela in the loft today to chat about the main causes of adult acne and how we can go about treating it. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So what is the difference, I suppose, when it comes to acne versus adult acne?
Well, they are both acne, so that we do have acne that is predominantly affects teenagers, so which is called teenage acne. And so the difference really becomes in terms of presentation, because when you have acne as a teenager, usually it affects the T-zone, which is mainly the upper part of your face and the oily parts of the central parts of your face. While as an adult, it usually affects what we call the U-zone, so it will be the lower jaw, and it can affect the areas around the hairline as well. Okay. But of course, you can have the combination of both, even in adult. Yeah. So in most cases, in teenagers, we experience this a lot between the ages of, in females, mainly between the ages of 14 and 17, and in boys, it tends to be between the ages of 17th and 19th. So most
and in adults?
In adults, yeah. So for us to call it adult onset acne, in most cases, it affects people that are over the age of 25. Okay. And of course, it can go all the way up to the ages of 50 and above. Okay,
so I know, and especially for women, anything around here is hormonal.
Well, yes, in most cases, yes, it's hormonally related.
Okay. Yeah. And then what if it's here and there? Then it's something else. Then it's like bad skin regime or bad diet, maybe?
Not necessarily. As I was saying, of course, the commonest in adults is to see what we call hormonally related acne, which is along your hairlines. But you can still have a combination of that acne that you have as a teenager, even in those areas. It does not necessarily mean it's bad skincare or... Okay.
So what are the main causes then of acne?
Yeah. So, acne in most cases is genetic. So the biggest cause of acne is mainly genetic, and of course hormonal imbalances. So that's why in most cases we see acne mainly around the adolescent years. Yeah. So the genetics itself predisposes you to having acne. So majority of people that have acne will have a first-degree relative that has had acne as well. But of course there are environmental factors as well that plays a role in terms of aggravating or maybe being trigger factors. And of course, in terms of those, we're looking at things like diet. We're looking at the things that the environment that you are in, stressful environments.
Like if you smoke or drink too much, that'll affect your skin.
Definitely,
Oh, that's quite stressful, actually, because that means there aren't really, like, cures for them. Like, I always think, like, if you have a breakout or if you've got a pimple or if I see people with acne, then you think, like, just really deep cleansing and a lot of exfoliating is going to fix it. But sometimes that can make it worse, hey?
Definitely, sometimes that can make it worse. So previously, we used to think that the commonest cause of acne, as I said, is the genetic predisposition, and which leads to maybe the blockage of the pores on your skin and overproduction of sebum, which in that case, then there's a bacteria that we all have on our skins that sits in the hair follicle. So when the pore is blocked, that bacteria tends to over-multiply. But recently, studies have shown that actually there is inflammation that happens on the skin before you actually block your pores.
Really?
So over-exfoliating and using harsh products on your skin, that will predispose your skin to being a little bit inflamed, can be the trigger factor. So they will disturb your skin barrier, and also they will lead to inflammation in the skin, and also the microbiome, so the normal bacteria that you have on the skin that tends to be imbalanced, which leads to the P. acnes, or the bacteria that we know as P. acnes that leads to acne, to over-multiply and lead to acne. So things that you do on your skin that can lead to inflammation can predispose you to acne itself as well.
So you know those little like muslin cloths? I heard that is something amazing to use every day instead of exfoliating, because you can easily exfoliate. But now if I use that twice a day, that is essentially over-exfoliating hair.
Yeah, it is over-exfoliating.
Okay, and then that's bad.
It is bad.
So then drinking a lot of water, like you always see, all the models always say, drink a lot of water, that's going to clear your skin. Yeah. How much water do you have to drink to get a good skin? much exactly? Like,
so the concept about drinking water and your acne is actually an acne myth. Of course, drinking water is good for all of us in terms of health, and we always say drinking up to 8 glasses of water or more is good, but that is not necessarily going to improve your acne. You're going to improve your health in general, but if you are healthy, obviously your skin will be healthy as well, but no close correlation with the acne itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because acne obviously has huge ramifications, I suppose, on someone's, opinion of the self.
Yeah.
So what can someone do, like as a quick fix today, listening to you on the show, to try and help their acne? And then, of course, in the long run, what kind of steps can they take to fix their skin?
So we don't generally recommend quick fixes because trying to come up with quick fixes can actually cause more damage as well. But having said...
I'm all into instant gratification. I want to look glowing like day one.
But having said that, so I would not say here on TV what you need to do, because I don't want people now going and doing such things. But talking to your definitely talking to your dermatologist or your doctor on that day where you are stressed and you want your skin to be looking better the next day. Well, there are a few things that we can do as doctors to help you look better tomorrow. But generally speaking, there are no quick fixes when it comes to acne. Acne treatment itself takes a very long time.
All right, thank you so much for being here. You can definitely tell me some of those quick fixes during that. So lovely.